I love this movie. Not in a mocking, ironic way, not in oh, it's so bad, you just gotta see it, campy kind of way, not even because it's a film that every monster kid knows about as an icon of cheesy 1950s schlock. I love this movie because, honestly, I think it's a good movie. Okay, so, what puts us above its enjoyably bad cousins like Plan 9 from Outer Space or Invasion of the Saucer Men? I think a big part of Robot Monster's strength is the tone. Oddly enough, this movie takes itself very seriously, with the only intentional humor or levity coming from its human characters trying to keep their spirits up in the face of certain death. It may be 8 humans against a single robot monster, but as the story unfolds, it's obvious that they haven't got a chance against him. When the main characters do start getting picked off one by one, it's a little surprising. Not only does the square-jawed hero get killed, but also an innocent little girl gets strangled to death, and later they show her mother crying over her corpse. Finally, the little boy who dreamed up this whole thing is killed himself by Roman, who is then killed by the Great Guidance, who then supposedly kills all the humans with dinosaurs, who are then supposedly killed by an earthquake, and yeah, just about everybody gets killed. How morbid is that? Oh, did I spoil it by saying it was all a dream? Well, yes, it's all a dream. And as horribly annoying as that trope may be in a lot of other movies, it's actually a bit appropriate for this one. This movie does have sort of a fever dream quality to it, very similar to another great sci-fi movie from this era, Invaders from Mars. There's an almost stream of consciousness flow between seeing rubber-finned alligators to billion bubble machines to exploding rockets with little or no explanation given, almost like having a lurid nightmare. There is a story going on here, but I do enjoy how the filmmakers were not afraid to just throw anything in regardless of logic, just to excite the audience. Which leads us, of course, to the real star of this movie, Roman XJ2. His design, of course, is legendary to monster kids, such a bizarre and memorable icon of its era that is immediately recognizable and strangely lovable. People have been wondering for decades why or how director Phil Tucker and actor George Barrows came up with the idea of helmet plus gorilla equals robot, and chances are it was simply all they could afford. To me, this is a case where a film is actually better for having had a lower budget, since what they came up with has become such an iconic design. If they had had the money of a major studio, they probably would have created something that would be more expected for a killer robot, but would we be remembering it today? Maybe, maybe not, but it's interesting to me why so many people can immediately identify Robot Monster over other B-movies that had to work with similarly low budgets, but still couldn't come up with anything more creative than, say, the big carpet alien from The Creeping Terror. Something else that I must say is in Roman's favor is his performance. Yes, a huge amount of respect must be given to ape suit actor George Barrows for slogging it out in a huge furry suit under the California sun, but I think the real strength comes from Roman's voice actor, John Brown. It's a very dignified and effective performance, a little over the top on occasion, but that's totally appropriate for this movie. Roman absolutely commands every scene he's in, partially because of the crazy design, yeah, but largely due to the power of his vocal performance.
Calculate your chances. Negative. 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 Is there a choice between a painless surrender death and the horror of resistance death? Show yourselves.
So yes, I really enjoyed this movie, and especially its central villain. Are people still gonna laugh at it? Sure. Is it ever gonna win any respect from people besides weirdos like me? Probably not. Will it still be entertaining folks, intentionally or unintentionally, for years to come? I think so. Robot Monster has outlasted a lot of other monsters from his era and will always have a late-night audience of humans that loves him. I can't think of much higher praise for a Roman than that. Thanks for watching, creepy kids, and see you next time.